This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Wednesday, February 12th. Cloudy and rainy today with a high of 47. There's a possibility of a thunderstorm later on this afternoon. It will get much colder this evening with an overnight low of 26. Here are today's headlines. On the fourth anniversary of her daughter's death on a Fort Worth toll road, Cindy Jared urged local and state leaders to adopt stricter safety standards on Texas tollways so that a similar event never happens again. The February 2021 collision is frozen in the minds of North Texas as one of the deadliest crashes in state history, the chain reaction pileup that killed 6 people and injured dozens. Vehicles slid on black ice after 36 consecutive hours of freezing temperatures. They struck narrow concrete barriers on the southbound lanes of the toll road, setting off secondary crashes that stretched 1,000 feet. Drivers make tens of thousands of daily trips on the 6.5-mile stretch of the toll road that connects North Texas with downtown Fort Worth. An exhaustive and exclusive review by the Dallas Morning News showed that decisions made that morning by the private toll operator, North Tarrant Express Mobility Partners, contributed to the catastrophic crash. More broadly, it also revealed a lack of general oversight by the Texas Department of Transportation of private toll operators, an issue that also was previously raised in Toll Trap, the news's ongoing year-long investigation into the state's toll roads. A 2023 report by the National Transportation Safety Board also found that NTE contributed to the disaster by failing to deal with conditions created by freezing rain and mist. NTE crews had treated the road just days before the storm, but had failed to apply a second layer of pre-treatment that could have lessened the severity of the crash. In other news, a state appeals court says Dallas cannot enforce a ban limiting where short-term rentals listed on platforms like Airbnb can operate in the city. The ruling on Friday means that Dallas is 0 for 2 on legal challenges to regulations approved by the City Council in June of 2023, which include banning short-term rentals in neighborhoods zoned for single-family homes. The higher court decision upholds a Dallas District Court judge's December 2023 approval of a temporary injunction requested by a group of local short-term rental operators who sued the city over the ban. They argued the regulations were unconstitutional because they infringed on property owners' rights and illegally discriminated against them. Senior Justice Yvonne Rodriguez from the Fifth Court of Appeals in Dallas wrote the city could not prove the lower court was wrong in its decision, or that without injunctive relief, appellees would suffer probable, imminent, and irreparable injury to their vested property rights. Next up, Alaska Airlines will stop flying out of Dallas Love Field in May, giving up a presence it has fought bitterly to preserve for years. The Seattle-based airline confirmed that, after careful consideration, it will cease operations at Love Field and consolidate its regional operations at DFW International Airport. Alaska's last flight out of Love Field will be May 14th. In a statement, Alaska Air said that DFW is centrally located with easy access to all points across the Dallas Metroplex and allows guests to connect beyond Dallas to cities in the Midwest and along the East Coast. Passengers with pre-booked flights on Alaska from Love Field after May 14th will be reassigned to flights out of DFW. And with 3 months until voters return to the polls, Dallas County officials are not waiting to see if its current voting equipment provider can fix problems that caused thousands to vote in the November 5th election with incorrect ballots. The Dallas County Commissioners Court on Tuesday approved a $7.6 million contract with St. Louis-based No Inc. to buy 4,500 poll pad devices for voter check-in and licensing and support services for 2 years. The vendor will replace election system and software's electronic poll books, which malfunctioned during the November 5th election and resulted in nearly 4,000 voters casting ballots tied to precincts where they did not live. As a result of the problems, the Texas Secretary of State in December decertified that version of ES&S's poll book software, which was used in 66 jurisdictions. The company will present an updated version to the state in early March, but Dallas County Elections Administrator Hyder Garcia said if ES&S's updated poll books fail state certification next month, it will be too late to secure another vendor, leaving the county without critical equipment required to run its May 3rd elections. And it's a risk commissioners were not willing to take. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.